that time of the month, or months, I should say again. It is time for another Empties video, which I would just like to preference by saying this is a little bit on the abnormal side of things with my project plan for 2026. Disclaimer, a lot of stuff has been used because April and May are usually anyways my busiest months of the year, next to November and December. So, a lot of makeup stuff has been used. But, with that being said, we have another big old bag filled with things. So, let's get into the video to see what basically my trash for the months of April and May have accumulated to, because the bag is heavy and it's got to go. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to be as quick as I can because there's a lot. My goodness, I went through a lot of stuff. So first thing we're going to start off with is hair care stuff. Shocker, another shampoo conditioner. This will always be a repurchase for me. Although, to be quite frank, sorry for the noise, I'm thinking slowly about switching up. So let me know what other brands I should kind of branch out to, because I'm kind of thinking about going back to the L'Oreal something line with the E, but I don't know yet. The next thing I ran out of is my Got To Be hairspray. Would just like to preference by saying this. I know this type of hairspray and brand is made for specific types of skin types and hair types. However, this works. Okay? If you are like me who has long, curly freaking hair and the baby hairs that just don't stick, right now it looks slicked back, but I'm telling you, there's little hairs that are coming out no matter how much hairspray I use. This, a little bit, goes a long way. I see why it is used. Will be repurchasing. The next thing I finally got through is a Batiste dry shampoo in rose gold. I have mixed feelings and reviews about this. Maybe I'm using it wrong, maybe I'm not, but I feel like it makes my hair oilier. I don't know, I always go back and forth on repurchasing this, and then I do end up getting it again because I do need some dry shampoo, but then it doesn't. So again, if you guys know of any good brands for dry shampoo, let a girlie know. The next hair care thing, which I think is actually the last, no, it's not. Another of my hair masks. I already know how I feel about this. Always a repurchase from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, wherever I do manage to find them. The next thing is the Sorbet Botanical Smoothing Balm from the brand Lange or Lange. I don't know how to pronounce it. I constantly repurchase this. It is one of the permanent things in my hair care. Love to death. You can find the brand at Ulta, shockingly, but I usually just buy it directly from their site. A lot of the times they have awesome sales, so you can get it for even cheaper. So when that does happen, I buy my back stock. Let's just say that. I don't even know where we're doing. I think I might do skincare next. So it's going to lead into face skincare and body skincare. First thing, Dove, self-explanatory, will always repurchase this deodorant. Love it. Next, Garnier Micellar Water. As much as I used to love this, I'm having mixed feelings about it lately. I don't know if it's the makeup, I don't know if it's this specific thing. It has been making my eyes water like crazy when I take my makeup off. And even with the new one that I repurchased with the vitamin C in it, since I ran out of this, I'm still having the same situation. So, I don't know if this will be something I would repurchase or not, to be fair. Next, I finally finished one of my toners out. This is by a Korean skincare brand, Pretty Skin, and it's Snail Collagen Toner. I have repurchased this. I currently use my backup. Love this toner. Listen, we all know Korean skincare is where it's at. Like, it just is what it is. But, speaking of skincare that I've been using since middle school days, and I still use it, is by Neutrogena. I don't know what it is. Neutrogena stuff works on me perfectly well. I tend to have combo skin, typical oily in the T-zone situation, but Neutrogena has come through for me for years. Don't know if that's going to change when I hit my 30s and whatnot in the next year or two, so we're going to see how that pans out. But in the meantime, the other Neutrogena product that I have is an oil balancing daily exfoliator, and it's in the lime scent, yeah. Really, really, really nice. The fibers that are in it for the exfoliating, they're not too bad. It is oil free. It does help with the oil balancing. Would repurchase if I found this again. Two of the cleansing foams that I have used up are both by the brand Esfolio. Y'all already know. This is my ride or die. Always will repurchase Korean skincare brand. I have one in the snail. I'm using one, as you can see, the bottle was destroyed. Same with this. This was with the cherry blossom one. Very good. If I see them again, I would repurchase. Um, there's nothing bad to say about it. Next, I finally ran out of this, the Evian facial spray. I will be repurchasing this. This was amazing. And I will say, this is a 13.5 fluid ounces, and I found it at TJ Maxx for $10.99. Mind you, the 10.0 fluid ounces at Ulta is $21. I mean, my goal is to actually find this again at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, because I really don't want to spend 21 bucks at Ulta for something that's almost 3 fluid ounces less than this. But would be repurchasing. The next thing I finished up was another Tree Hut scrub. Shocker. This one is in Papaya Paradise. This smells amazing. So if I do find it, I will be repurchasing this scent. Next up, this is the Bath & Body Works haul. So this is about to be speed round. I went through something just fell. Shocker. I finished the Costa Rica Pink Pineapple Sunrise Moisturizing Body Wash. This again, this scent had me fooled in the beginning when I had smelled it in store. Did not end up liking when I actually used it, so I just used it to use it. Would not repurchase this scent ever again. Next one is the Snowflakes and Cashmere Body Wash. Would repurchase when it comes back out. The next set that I went through is Shockingly Blush Cardigan, Shower Gel, Spray, and Lotion. One of my favorites. Will always repurchase when I find it. The next full set I went through, Cotton Candy, the lotion, the shower gel, and the spray. And not one lotion, but 2 lotions. Will be repurchasing this when they come back with this, because they always do for the semi-annual sales. And guess what? It's around the corner. So if they do have this, I'm restocking up. The next full set, or not full set I should say, but the next set that I went through is the Sweetheart Cherry. Will be repurchasing this. Love it. It is one of my OGs. My brother even loves this, actually, this specific scent with me. So I have to now buy triple what I usually buy because he uses this scent too. And his girlfriend has no complaints because she knows it comes from my stuff. The next one that was used up was the Cozy Vanilla Bourbon. There's like this much left in it. This is disgusting. It smelled amazing in the store, but I think because of all the other scents, my nostrils were just smelling things. Thought this would be better than what it was. This was a huge disappointment. Will not be repurchasing if it were to ever come back out. The next thing is a Pink Obsessed spray and an All Eyes on Her lotion. Yes to repurchasing the Pink Obsessed. As always, this is my go-to scent because it smells like the Born in Roma Valentino perfume. This, no. And I definitely did lie. It was the full set of Sweetheart Cherry. This is what fell on the floor. The lotion as well. Will be repurchasing. And honestly, I will say I do love the packaging that they came out with this time around for it. I hope it's something similar because it was so cute. Then, moving on into fragrance. There's only one, but I've officially finished the big kahuna of the Born in Roma by Valentino. It is time for this to go to El Trash. I already put the new one in. I love this scent. I will always repurchase it. I will always go back to it. This will always be a staple in my collection. Enough said on that. Then, remember how I told you in the beginning of this video, it has been a crazy 2 months of event after event, travel after travel, concert after concert, thing after thing. I don't have one. I don't have 2. I went through 5 makeup wipes. Makeup wipe bags. 5 in 2 months. I have no words. None. The next thing I finally finished up are some cotton rounds by the brand Regular. You can get these from Target. They're the inexpensive ones. They're okay. But because they're the inexpensive ones and they're there, I just usually buy those. The last few things are makeup and a little bit of skincare and 2 body care things. But I'm going to get those out the way first. First 2 things are these waterless Venus Gillette razors. Love these to death. You can find these at Ross, Burlington, maybe TJ Maxx as well. I'm not sure. But those are the stores I usually find them from. And I always stock up on these. These are so convenient. Love them. The next thing I used was this deluxe sample of the Sutra Beauty Blowout Cream. I will be getting the full size of this. I love this so much. Don't really use heat product things like that. This was super good. Will be repurchasing. Now, I finally finished The Ordinary Retinol This is being repurchased. It's currently in my Ulta bag. I just need to hit buy to ship out. The next and last skincare thing is the Boscia, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it is the Tsubaki Swirl moisturizer. I use the crap out of we're just gonna go with that happen. I'm having butterfingers today for some reason. I use the crap out of this. There's barely nothing left in there. What actually repurchased it? I actually did like it quite a lot. Now onto the makeup, which, like I said, just bear with me. The first 3 things are glitter shadows. And now I know they look like they were broken. No. These have been officially used up as of these last 2 months because they've been going with all the fits I've been wearing for the concerts and stuff. They're by the brand Pretty Little Cosmetics. Love them to death. Don't know if the name of the shadows are not underneath. These are how they were. But we have a teal blue, a rosy light pink, and a rose gold moment. I will be repurchasing these because they are some of my favorite pressed glitters that I use. The next thing I used up is the ColourPop Princess How Far I'll Go single. Pretty self-explanatory. It's been used and abused. The next thing, I have finally used this after years. I got this in a BoxyCharm years ago. It's the Baked Brown's Dose of Colors quintuplet shadow thing. This has been used. When I mean used, I mean used. I've used it up. This color I've had a love-hate relationship with, but I still have used it. It is time for it to rest in peace. And that's where it's going. Next, I finished up this Luxe ColourPop lip oil. This is from the Twilight collection. Love this. May repurchase it if it's still available. It's such a cute color, like just out there type thing. Next, I also finished up this Jaclyn Hill, you guys, liquid lip. This is one of my favorite burgundies. And it's so sad the fact that she doesn't have her makeup line anymore, so I can't repurchase this. But loved and used this to death. Next are some liquid eyeliners by NYX, the Vivid Brights line. We have the Sneaky Pink, the Cobalt Crush, and Blue Bang. These are all being repurchased. These have been repurchased before. This is one of my favorite lines when it comes to colored eyeliners that is out there on the market. It's probably better, but you really can't beat that price, in my opinion, or the way that they go on. Fire. Then I have 2 separate black liners. This one is the Stila Stay All Day waterproof one. I won't repurchase that one. I used it because I had it in my collection, and I was like, you know what? Why not? But I actually prefer my NYX Epic Ink liner. This is in my cart, and I do already have a backup that's been put in the collection to use. Next is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eyebrow Gel. Always repurchasing, always have backup. Yes, it's the only eyebrow product I use. Then I have 2 Ariana Grande liquid shadow things, or I should say Run Beauty ones. This one is in Comet. This one is in Fembot. Will be repurchasing this. It is currently in my cart. Will not be repurchasing this one. I didn't like the consistency after a while. And the last thing that I finally went through is an e.l.f. lip oil. This one is in Princess Cut. I will be repurchasing this one. I do have a mixed love-hate relationship with the e.l.f. lip oils, but that specific one, I will be repurchasing. And that is basically all of my trash for the months of April and May. June, we already have a few things to decide, which, again, it's only the first week of June, so let that sink in. I was not kidding this year when I said I am going to be going through my stuff. And I'm actually super, super happy about it because it's emptying up space. But at the same time, is it really because I'm just buying more back stock so it can, But it's fine. It's fine. I'm being more mindful and demure on purchases. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, even in this heat, where I literally just want to be at a beach or at a pool at this current moment. But it's fine. I hope you guys are having an awesome rest of your day. If you guys do have any recommendations on stuff, definitely let a girlie know, because I'm always willing down to try new things. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good rest of their day. Have a good weekend. And stay as safe and hydrated as you possibly can in this weather. Bye.